welcome to the vlog. This is episode 13. Thank you so much for tuning in. To all 10 of my subscribers, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day and week to just tune in every week, listen, and just be there for me. Let's continue the trend. Go ahead, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that YouTube tells you when I post these videos every week. So, what's been going on this week? This week has been a wild ride. I went ahead and I changed up my marketing strategy for real estate, and it's still in its infancy, but I'm getting the results that I like seeing. There's been more engagement, which is always good. And especially in comments, I don't really care about likes anymore. Likes is like, I don't even know, like crack or something. It's just a quick little hit of whatever, and it just makes you feel good real fast. But at the end of the day, like, comments is where the money is at, not likes. It's so easy to just double tap and like or something like that, but it takes time and effort to actually sit down and leave a thoughtful comment. So I have been seeing an increase in comment engagement, not just for me, but also for my clients that I'm creating content for and just managing their online presence. So that's great. What did I do different? Great question. Something that I've upped is going to be the video portion of our online presence. So if you're not doing video, you need to start today. Video, it's where it's at. It doesn't matter if you're on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, you gotta do video. Like TikTok is on and popping right now, you gotta go ahead and start doing video. You know, put a little foot into TikTok and Snapchat. Like, I'm sure it'll make you feel uncomfortable because you don't know what's going on. But just do it. You know, make daily videos. Go ahead and start making content for IGTV. It is nothing but beneficial for you. I'm telling you, it's working great for me, and I've just been doing it for a week on both my own personal account and my client's account. I've been doing I'm done with the 30-day video challenge for LinkedIn, and something that I noticed, I need more polish in that. LinkedIn's not really the environment just yet to have like raw Snapchat stories or Instagram stories-esque videos, but I think they might move sort of in that direction. But I'm gonna get there. I already have in my mind the sort of video studio that I want to build, just so that I have my own space to create the content. And every time I do a video, unless I'm away like I am now, that there's that extra little bit of polish that is nice. And I am a professional, and that's just something that I should be doing and should be striving towards. I went out and looked at some new cameras. For those of you that follow me on LinkedIn, follow me on Instagram, and you've been tuning into the vlog every week, you know that I've been having nothing but trouble with AirDrop, and it's driving me insane. So I looked at a few options. Sony has some nice options that are decently priced, even ones that I would consider at the top end at my price range, around the $1,200 mark. They're great options for me to not only do this vlog, but to also make different content. They have a great range of mirrorless DSLR cameras that I really enjoyed, and I'm really thinking about getting. There's also some Canon offerings that I was looking at that I really enjoyed. I like some of the new features. I have the EOS T3i Rebel from probably almost 10 years ago. The camera still works. I've got no problems with it, but it's not great for video, so I wanted to get an upgrade. It's always good to have a backup camera, so having that as the backup and then having something newer as the main workhorse, there's not anything bad. There's no negatives to that. The thing I'm trying to figure out now currently is the taxes on buying equipment. I haven't bought too much equipment, so I need to find out the whole write-off process and how that works. Don't mess around with taxes. The IRS will get you. So definitely always do your research when it comes to tax law, because if you don't, it could end up biting you in the butt. You definitely don't want to owe the IRS a bunch of money, and you can't use the excuse of, oh, I didn't know. So with that right now, I'm trying to do some research on the tax portion for that. I recently found out that I took my client from around 10 homes that they're offering, and now they're up to 21. So in the 4-month period that I've been really working, creating content for them, really pushing their brand out into the world, I mean, their business is just booming right now. They're getting recognized out in the real world, which is always nice. And it just shows you that it works. The brand strategy works. It just does. You know, writing those vlogs. I'm not a great writer. I hired a great writer. Don't be the expert at everything. Be the expert at one thing. Just dive deep in one thing. And if somebody tries to get you to do something else, just hire somebody else up to do it. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just business and how it works. So the things that I am great at, I do. And the things that I'm not so great at, I just hire it out. And it's working very well. I can see nothing but the benefits for that. Another thing that's really beneficial is going to be the fact that I am really getting a handle on this drone test. For those of you that don't know, I'm trying to get my drone license, because if you want to make money using a drone, you have to have a drone license from the FAA. And the past week, 2 weeks, I've been really focusing on studying for that test. And you know, I'm consistently getting 80s. I'm really gonna try to get from 85 to 95-ish range consistently. That way I have nothing to worry about when the test comes up. The things that I finally figured out are sectional maps. I finally figured out how to read latitude and longitude and the differences in reading the maps, the different airspaces. That's been really helpful. But one thing that I am having trouble with is reading METAR and TAF charts. If you don't know what that is, it's just stuff about weather and flight, talking about visibility and future weather phenomena that are going to happen, where the ceiling for the clouds is going to be, and things of that nature. And the FAA just makes it difficult. It's just a bunch of random numbers and letters, and just looking at it, I'll go ahead and drop a link below, sample of METAR and TAF, and you're gonna be like, what is this? This is just like somebody grabbed a cat and threw it at a keyboard, and like I'm supposed to know what any of this stuff means. But you are. For me, those questions, those are the ones I'm getting wrong. The physics I'm getting really good at, weather patterns and like what different clouds are and all that jazz, I'm getting really good at. And like I said, my biggest struggle was the sectional maps, and I got through it. I've just been very diligent on studying every single day. Just sitting there memorizing the questions and learning how to read and understand in plain English what all this stuff is. At the end of the day, it's important. Like we talked about last week, you know, what if I got hired out to do an event for a radio station and they wanted to have some drone footage? Like, is that legal for me to do? Well, actually, no, it is not. It is not legal to fly a drone above a crowd of people, but you can get a waiver to do it, because as you may or may not know, if you've ever been to a concert, sometimes they use drones to drop t-shirts and other stuff into the crowd. It's just easy and it's relatively safe, but obviously if you're posing a hazard to people or their property, the FAA doesn't want people doing that. So just different legalities and things like that has been really helpful to learn. And I'm looking forward to this next branch of my business life, so I'm really excited to do that. I've been looking at different drones from when I do want to upgrade. I'm thinking about getting the Mavic maybe even the Inspire, just go all out. And that way I can almost future-proof myself and be able to do different things. I'll drop the links to all those and you can look at them yourself. Tell me, what drones you like. What are you thinking about? Go ahead, drop a comment below about that. I also saw some cool drones that were submarines. And like being a Florida person, not only could you get aerial drone video, like underwater drone video would be incredible, but is that gonna help me sell houses? No, it's not. So that's a want, not a need, and I need to remind myself that. And I know a lot of business people that get stuck up on that. They get some hot, latest and greatest thing that they don't really need. And right now, since my business is in its infancy, like I need to keep as much money as I can, just hoard it to ensure that my bills can be paid, no problems, and that I'm cash rich. This is the way it is. That's the point of every business and where you should get to. You should plan on being cash rich, because what if customers don't show up? You got bills to pay. So eventually I'd like to get 6 months of burn rate to where it's in the bank and I don't have to worry about it. Now for some things that I like and things that I hate. Something that I really like right now, I'm watching The Wu Assassin on Netflix. If you're a Kung Fu fan like I am, you really like the show. It's your regular run-of-the-mill hero trope. Go ahead and post the link to the trailer below. But a guy who's pure of heart gets chosen to be the Wu Assassin, and the Wu are like these warlords that they're pretty much benders from Avatar. There's a fire bender, the metal bender, wood, all that jazz, water. They're just elemental warlords, and they end up being gangsters. And if you like watching martial arts stuff, it's awesome. The special effects are great. The story is about as cheesy as I would expect a martial arts film to be, and I'm just enjoying the whole thing. It's great. Go ahead, check it out. I'm dropping the link below, like I said. What else? Another thing that I like is I lost 5 pounds, so I'm pretty happy and stoked about that. For those of you that tuned in a couple weeks ago or follow me on LinkedIn, you know that I was at the heaviest I've ever been, and I didn't like that, so I did something about it, and I'm down 5 pounds. So super stoked about that. I am on trend to go ahead and meet my goal, which I wanted to lose 25 pounds in a year. So far, so good. If I just keep up the hard work and my diligence, I will meet that goal, and I will go from 190 all the way down to 165. So pray for me, send out good vibes, whatever. Super happy about it. I just gotta keep up the hard work. What I hate is Healthy Choice Power Bowls. Try to lose weight, like I said earlier, and these things are, they taste okay, but there's like no food in it. Like, who is this for? A baby? Like, I need more than what comes in these bowls. The spicy beef teriyaki is great. It's low carb if you care about that, but there's only 9 ounces of food. Like, I need more than this. Come on, I'm a big boy. If you are gonna get a microwavable meal, I highly suggest the Fit Kitchen. There's more food, and like generally I feel more full from these things than I do from this guy. And this tastes better than this. Just my opinion. Don't get this, get this. Highly suggest it. The Fit Bowl, or the Fit Kitchen, is 340 calories at 12 ounces, where this is 180 calories at 9.5 ounces. And put more food in this. I need to eat more. For tuning in, make sure you go ahead, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that YouTube tells you when I post these every week. Make sure you leave a comment below. The question of the week was, what's your favorite drone that you're looking at right now to upgrade, or do you currently have one that you really like? Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.